I assume this is it. You enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. I do, but not this much. This feels like a good answer. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Oh yeah, all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas and a detailed itinerary. Yep. Super yep. You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long. Yep. If your friend is sad about something, your first thing is to support them emotionally, not to try to solve their problem. I try to do both, so I'm gonna say neither disagree or agree. People can rarely upset you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I don't. It didn't used to be the case. It's a newer thing in my life. Well, comparatively speaking, I mean, it's been like what 8 years or so, you know. But you have to rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. I used to, but I stopped doing that because it never worked. So now I'm kind of the guy. So I'm gonna put it here. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. I'm gonna say no to that. Normally, if I have to put a plan on hold, I end up not coming back to it very frequently because plans have changed. It's just normally how it goes for me. But if I have to do it, it immediately gets put back on. So I guess I should put it here. That feels right. Because normally, whenever I have to put a plan on hold, it evolves and I never have to do it anymore. But I suppose if I have to do it, it immediately gets fixed. So this feels right, I think. You rarely worry if you made a good impression on someone you met. Oh, yeah, no, I don't fucking care. It'd be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. No. You are more of a detail oriented person than a big picture. Yes. Not this much, but yes. You're very affectionate with the people you care about. Yes. But not this yes. You have a careful and methodical approach. Haphazard, if anything. You're still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. Only a few. Very few. At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found farther away from the action. Neither agree or disagree. I don't really have an answer to that one. It's just the honest answer to that. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. I can relate to them. That's something I had to learn to do. So I'm going to put it here. When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog. Oh, yeah, I can. No, actually, it's just specifically anime. And that's because I've watched so much of it. Everything else, it takes me about 2 seconds. So disagree. You stay calm under a lot of pressure. Oh, yeah, that's true. When a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. Agreed. When you sleep, dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. Very much so. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life. Fucking never. You're dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. No, it's neutral. Things just constantly change. I don't really have an answer there. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, and your knowledge. Nah, mistakes happen. When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people. Most talk to the ones you already know. Nope. Love learning about new people. Usually lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. Nah, that's fun. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. Yep. You feel more drawn to places with a bustling and busy atmosphere than to a more quiet one. That's neutral. I like both. I can enjoy a very quiet area. I can no problem. I love loud. I love chaos. I love peaceful. Just pretty much comfortable anywhere. I'm drawn to all of them. It just really depends on like the specific atmosphere. You like discussing different views and theories on what the world could look like in the future. Sometimes that's a sometimes. When it comes to making life changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. Fuck that shit. My heart's a piece of shit. My brain, on the other hand, is also a piece of shit, but it might sometimes be right. Sometimes. Occasionally. You cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something you cannot see, touch, or experience. We very much agree. Very much agree. You should prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. Oh, fuck yeah. Revenge all the way. Whoever said revenge wasn't satisfying has never actually had proper revenge. Revenge is, mwah, it's delicious. You have to make decisions on a whim. Yes, but not that hard of a yes. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. Uh, what's a hard one to answer? I'm going to disagree with that. No, I think for the most part, some of my more interesting and satisfying moments in life were spent with other people. Uh, but I'm not going to disagree this hard because I've had a handful that were really good just to be by myself with. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning or the fuck that. Now just enjoy it. It doesn't need to have a real meaning. You always know exactly what you want. Yeah, actually. Never have to question it. If I want something, I want something. It's simple as that. You really think back on the choice you made and wonder what you could have done differently. I do. It's pretty rare. There's only a handful of times that I've ever regretted something enough to think back on it. But I personally feel like it's enough not to click here. I personally feel that. When in a public place, usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. It really depends on what I'm doing. I suppose most often no. Most often I don't. I don't mind it being loud, so I don't specifically look for a place. It's only when I'm waiting. If I have to wait someplace, like then yeah, for sure. Because it's no fun to wait in a crowd. But if I'm just generally walking around doing my beat bopping personality shit, no, I don't care. So we'll put it there. Can focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. Very much the case. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. No, no. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out people's feelings because as much as I may not always get why people are so emotional, I understand that it's what drives humans, and so I want to understand. I want to relate. I don't want to hurt people's feelings unless it's necessary, so I'm going to disagree with that pretty hard. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions upfront as possible. Nah. Nah, when you're working on a project, there's a couple key decisions you need to make up front, but that's kind of the whole deal with most projects is that they're going to evolve as you go. You're going to learn new things. You're going to have different experiences. Logically speaking, the more you decide up front, the harder it's going to be to adapt, and the more things you're just going to have to change. Budgets change, timetables change, materials change. The actual purpose of the project will probably change as well. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it'll be until they become disappointed in you. Never thought that once. Never once. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting, starting up conversations. I do that like all the time. Well, not during COVID, obviously. But yes, that is a thing I do quite often. I do daydream. I do daydream, but not that terribly often. No, no, I have a bad habit, and it honestly is a bad habit of like I will take care of others before I take care of myself, and like I will leave a lot of problems, like actual things I need to take care of, physically or even mentally before. Like I'll leave them alone way too long while taking care of other people's baby stuff. Like it's a problem I've been working on because like I'm do it way too fucking much. Even when you have a particular daily routine, you usually just end up doing what you feel like at any given moment. Yes, I do have a daily routine of exercise and general. Oh, so you were the ISTP? That literally sounds like a fucking sexually transmitted disease, man. It's Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I don't want it sounds like an insult, but, like, it's weird. But no, this I do have a daily schedule, but I just randomly will do whatever I want in between it. Like, there's no if I just feel like changing it, I just do. So, I'm gonna agree with that pretty heavily. Your mood can change very quickly. Nah, it takes a bit to like, I mean, I think it takes a bit, I'd say, but maybe not like that much. So, 3% of the population, practical and observing, risk takers, resourceful and adaptable, accepting and non judgmental of others, intelligent, excellent problem solvers. Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, Jammy, I'm taking a personality test. Have you taken the Myers Briggs test before? Taco and Zero were talking about it, so I was interested. You should take it. You know, we're all sharing what our personality test is. I mean, you don't have to, Jamie. I'm not like telling you to do it, but like it's interesting. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life all the fucking time. Though I'm pretty sure the purpose of life is that there is no purpose and there is no reason for human existence. But I do contemplate it. I don't. I mean, this isn't really fair because I've had jobs where I had to talk about my feelings and emotions. If it was up to me, I wouldn't. So I'm going to put it there. Yeah, I've got a detailed education and career development plan stretching several years of no. I used to, but I gave up on doing shit like that. You rarely dwell on your regrets. Yeah, I. It's very rare. I don't do it often. There's very few regrets I dwell on. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained. Nah. You see yourself more as a realist than a visionary. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree. Find it easy to empathize with a person who has gone through something you never have. Occasionally. Occasionally. Your personally work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized. No. Mm-mm. When I'm working on something, it's constant, it's nonstop, it's till it's done. It's till it's done. Not random little spurts. I mean, there'll be spurts of more, but it never slows down. Only speeds up. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Nah, emotions be damned. Who needs them? After a long, exhausting week, a fun party is just what you need. No, no, no. I enjoy a fun party. I can enjoy a fun party. But if I'm truly exhausted, I want some me time most of the time. Most of the time. So we're going to put that there. No, here. Sorry. Fuck that up. What's up, Taco? I'm almost there. Zero did confirm what they were. Um, I don't know if you can see that or not, but Zero confirmed it. Uh, Double checked. You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancements could change everyday life. Also, how was lunch, Taco? And no, I never fucking worry about this. You always consider how your actions might affect other people for doing something. No. Still honor the commitments you've made, even if you have a change of heart. That's no. If I've made a commitment, it's going to be done, even if I have a change of heart. If I made a promise, there are very few times I'd break it. Yeah, you can't see what Zero said here. I can get it for you real fast. Give me a second. Zero, I'm gonna copy and paste that real fast for Taco. Here, this is what he originally said on top of that. You rarely feel insecure. Oh, yeah, I'm never insecure. Oh, oh. Hey! I'm a whatever this fucking thing is. I'm an entrepreneur, baby. I'm mainly extroverted, not really introverted. I'm observant, apparently not intuitive. I'm a thinking man, but I'm also a feeling man. That's pretty close right there, baby. That's also pretty 50-50 on tactics here. Judging and prospecting, huh? Oh, I'm assertive. Ooh, I'm assertive. Mmm, tasty. I look like a Chad. This guy looks like a Chad Thundercock. Okay, start reading, I suppose. All right. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Yeah. Entrepreneurs always have an impact on their immediate surroundings. The best way to spot them at a party is to look for the whirling eddy of people flittering about them as they move from group to group, laughing and entertaining with a blunt and earthy humor. Entrepreneur personalities love to be the center of attention. If an audience member is asked to come on stage, entrepreneurs volunteer or volunteer a shy friend. Yeah, I can admit that. It's fun. You can see results over time if you do it multiple times. Oh, I mean, I guess you do change as life goes on. I do this. I do this a lot. I will volunteer a shy friend that I know wants to do it, and I'll constantly volunteer if like no one else is volunteering because I have no problem, and I do have fun being in the limelight. I do enjoy it. There's fun with it, especially if you get to make jokes. It's just a good time. Theory, abstract concepts, and plotting discussions about global issues and their implications don't keep entrepreneurs interested for long. Entrepreneurs keep their conversations energetic with a good dose of intelligence, but they like to talk about what is, or better yet, to just go out and do it. Entrepreneurs leap before they look, fixing their mistakes as they go, rather than sitting idle preparing contingencies and escape clauses. So that actually explains an old saying I have. You will get more done making mistakes and fixing them than just thinking about it and then ending up never doing anything. Sometimes it's better to leap in without a plan and maybe have to fix something that you did wrong than do anything at all. You've done it 5 times since 2014. Has there been any like noticeable changes though, Taco? That's my real question there. Entrepreneurs are the likeliest person type to make a lifestyle of risky behavior. They live in the moment and dive into action. They are the eye of the storm. People with the entrepreneur personality type enjoy drama, passion, and pleasure. I don't like drama, but not for emotional skills because it's stimulating to their logical minds. They are forced to make critical decisions based on factual immediate reality and the process of a rapid fire rational stimulus response. Yeah, for the most part, that's correct. I wouldn't say that's perfect, but that's pretty correct. This makes school and other highly organized environments a challenge for entrepreneurs. It certainly isn't because they aren't smart and they can do well, but the regimented lecturing approach of formal education is just far from the hands-on learning entrepreneurs enjoy. It takes a great deal of maturity to see this process as a necessary means to an end, something that creates more exciting opportunities. This is 100% the truth. I found about it from a game theory video this year. That's cool. That's really interesting. That's really interesting, Zero. Like, yeah, it's cool. But no, this is very true. What I just read. That's very accurate. I did well in school, but I had to force myself. It took a lot of discipline to do good in school. It was so boring. I was never engaged. And the only time I had fun was during computer lab when I got to do stuff myself, and the very rare science lab where we actually did lab work. I didn't have a lot of lab work in science labs. I really didn't. For the most part, it was really just sit down, read. But sometimes we do an experiment, and that was the only time. So, no, this is true. But I did good in school because I forced myself. Also, challenging is that to entrepreneurs, it makes more sense to use their own moral compass than someone else's. Rules were made to be broken. It is seldom a few high school instructors or corporate supervisors are like to share and can earn entrepreneur personalities a certain reputation, but they minimize the trouble making harness their energy and focus through the boring stuff entrepreneurs are forced to be working with. Yeah, no, this was a problem when I was younger. I used to not fucking care about what anyone else said. If I didn't like it, I didn't do it. But I learned as I got older, around like 12, 14, that just didn't work. That just doesn't work. There are people you have to listen to. And so what I tried to do, and it's what's working for me now as well, is I find the people I like. I don't ever let myself be employed by somebody I don't like. It's why I stayed at my karate school for so long. It's specifically why I joined the handyman group that I joined. It's specifically why I worked as a carpet cleaner for a while, because they were people that I liked, I respected, and I was willing to do what they told me to do. That I knew that they knew enough that if they said this is the right way to do it or this is how we should act, I trusted them. While perhaps the most perspective, unfiltered view of any type, entrepreneurs have a unique skill in noticing small changes. Whether a shift in facial expression, a new clothing style, or a broken habit, people with this personality type pick up on the hidden thoughts and motives where most people would be lucky to pick up anything specific at all. Entrepreneurs do these observations immediately, calling out the change and asking questions, often with little regard of sensitivity. Yeah. Yeah. Entrepreneurs should remember that not everyone wants their secrets and decisions brokered. Yeah, I do that. I do that a lot. Sometimes entrepreneurs' instantaneous observation actually just what's required, as in some corporate environments and especially in emergencies. If entrepreneurs aren't careful, though, they might get caught up in the moment, take things too far, and run roughshod over more sensitive people, or forget to take care of their own health and safety. Yep, making up only 4% of the population. 4%! Woo! 4%, baby! There are just enough entrepreneurs out there to keep things spicy and competitive, and not so many as to cause a systematic risk. Entrepreneurs are full of passion and energy, completed by a rationale. If something distracted mind, inspiring, convincing, and colorful, they are natural group leaders, pulling everyone along the path less traveled, bringing life and excitement everywhere they go. Aw. Putting these qualities to a constructive and rewarding end is an entrepreneur's true challenge. Strength and weaknesses. Yeah! How am I weak? I'm bold, rational and practical, original, perceptive, direct, sociable. What is it? Insensitive. Yes. I can be very insensitive. Yeah, I get that, but I'm not going to listen to a random person. I need to know them some more first. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. You've done it 5 times now. All right. I am insensitive. I know this. I try not to be. It's something I know I am, so I work on it, but I can be. I'm not impatient anymore. Um, Again, when I was younger, for sure, but that's something I know I can be impatient. So discipline, martial arts really help with this. I'm disciplined now, and I'm easy to be patient. Yeah, I definitely do a lot of risky things, but again, I have to take care of more than just myself now. I have to worry a lot about my little sister and a bit of my mom, so I don't really take a lot of risks anymore because not for my own safety, but for them. Unstructured, yep. No, if I see an opportunity to fix a problem, to advance, have fun, seize the moment, yeah, I just do it, and I will ignore a lot of rules and social expectations in the process. Yep, I do miss the bigger picture all the time. I can be very defiant for no fucking reason. I call it spiteful, baby. But yeah, your species is nearly extinct. Well, okay, I don't mind. Fuck me, dude. That's great. Go for it, man. Viva la extinction, right?